this is the brainwashing that Cameron was talking about. Our morning starts out at 8 a.m. We write our affirmations on the board. We'll go over the objections that our team had from the day before, the situations they ran into, problem solve things like that. We're going to talk more about that in Module 3. And then we go into a presentation, something positive, something inspirational, and then do some verbatim scripts role-playing. For our team, this lasts about 30 to 40 minutes daily. And what's funny is people say, why do you do this daily? And I actually believe it goes back to the habits and the routines and the consistency, is that just like Cameron was saying, is he was feeling brainwashed, motivated. His DNA, his mindset, his actions were changing immediately by being involved on this so regularly, to the point where people around him were like, who is this guy? So this stuff works. And what we like to do is we like to start out with affirmations. Now, affirmations, they are short, positive statements about future outcomes that you want to see happen. Now, the best type of an affirmation is going to be a SMART affirmation. SMART is an acronym for specific, measurable, action-oriented, and then the R is 3 different words. It could be real, it could be repeatable, reliable, and then T is time-bound. So how do I make my affirmation SMART? Well, when I'm looking at that, I also like to go back to just the root of an affirmation. You see, an affirmation is a proclamation. I like affirmations that start with the word I am. I am is a proclamation about who you are. God even refers to himself as I am the I am. So if you make that statement, I believe those are 2 of the most powerful words in our language. If we're using an I am with something that is, and you can see this on number 2 here, specific, measurable, action-oriented, realistic, repeatable, and time-bound, you can really make things happen. So, Ryland, tell us what your affirmation means. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, so I have, it's actually up here, this affirmation is very powerful. I've always wondered, why do some people make X amount of dollars and other people make another amount of money? People, they go get a job and they make $4,000 a month, and they define themselves as, hey, I'm a person that's a $4,000 a month person. And this affirmation is just absolutely powerful. I write it down every day after I go through my morning routine, and what I write down is I am worth $100,000 a month. And it's crazy. I was just in a negotiation this week, right? And there's a company paying me $5,000 to do what I do, and they said, well, we want you to be working more like 25 hours a week. And I said, well, I can't do that. And they said, what do you mean you can't do that? And I said, well, I'm worth $100,000 a month. With just full confidence, full conviction, and so basically I kind of turned down what the offer was supposed to be. I said, hey, I work off results, right? If the $5,000 is going to deliver results to you, and it is what it is. I'm not going to spend 25 hours of my time, like a traditional marketing person. And so when you know and have that self-confidence as to what you're worth, it affects your decision making. It affects how you spend your time. It affects the people you associate with. It's very powerful. Anyway, so just something to think about, right?
Yeah.
There's no limits to what you're worth.
Yes.
And here's the little secret too, is that when I first started writing this down, the truth was I really wasn't worth $100,000 a month. But because I affirmed it every day, it's one of those things that, okay, I got to seek out better surroundings. Hang out with mastermind with more millionaires, get those people in my daily life. Also I got to go out, seek, pay for whatever it takes to get mentors that can increase the value that I bring to the table. And so how it transformed my life was it absolutely just started changing everything around, so that I had to find a way to create the value for me to become what I believed to be the worth.
I love it.
And and here's the thing, right? So here's the problem. I'm actually not making $100,000 a month. I make anywhere from $30,000 to $40,000 a month. But I'm not going to cry about it, right? And the crazy thing is that I actually think I'm like undervalued right now, like because I should be making $100,000 a month. Like I am that set that is what I'm worth, and so every day I think about it, I say, why am I making so? I should be making way more money. What's wrong? So anyway, I'm attracting the things to get me there, and it all starts with affirmation.
And
Very
I love
powerful
what
stuff.
you just said. So you're attracting it. So your affirmations that you write, and when you do these in the morning, you're programming your mind. You're telling the world, the universe, your friends, your family, what you want to be. So you say an affirmation like it's already happened. And you can do this for your mental life, your spiritual life. You can do this for your health, your wealth. You can do this for vacation, for family time. Item number 4 is ones that I just wrote in the early 2000s. I've actually still have the original hot pink sticky note that sits on my board. It's no longer hot pink. It's kind of like sunwash, so it's like turning into Mary Kay pink. That says, I'm an investor, I'm a deal maker, I'm an opportunity magnet. And what's really funny is I have all kinds of other ones. So like right now, it's the beginning of the year. I'm not 10% body fat. We just had everyone, the whole team tested for body fat. We bought them Fitbits. We're in a fitness competition. And so one of my affirmations is I am 10% body fat. One of my other affirmations for my team is RESG creates millionaires. RESG attracts talent. RESG, grows people to their highest potential. So what we'd like to do right now is I'd like you guys we're just going to stop for a second. Everyone look down for a second and let's talk about, and we can talk through this, but what are affirmations? What are statements that you want to manifest, that you want to be positive? So Ted, I know that you're getting into the business. Let's just say for conversation's sake, you want to just kill it. So maybe one of your affirmations would be, I'm Rookie of the Year in 2015. I sold 100 homes in 2015. Every buyer I talk to works with me. And you see what I'm saying is this is about whatever future you want. You got to start programming yourself, so then when your friends look at you like they do at Cameron, they go, what's happening to this guy? How is he changing so much? Why is he growing so much? Okay, so what are your guys' affirmations?
And this stuff is very powerful. Alicia on our team, we've kind of went through the same kind of same type of information. And she said, her kids went to her and said, hey, Mom, what happened to you, right? They want to know what happened. Like, they said something has happened, right? And it's when you're around successful people, it rubs off.
Yeah.
It absolutely, the energy comes across, the mindset, your inner dialogue with yourself, self-confidence,
Yeah.
all these type of things. They all come into your mind space, and you're a creature of your surroundings. I heard a quote a couple months ago said, show me your friends, I'll show you your future. We do these exercises. We write down, okay, who are the 10 people you spend the most time with? Who are the 20 people you spend the most time with, right? And I said, okay, now write down what they're worth. And the crazy thing is that every time we do this workshop, it's like every single time, what somebody's actually making is in direct relationship to the people that they're immediately around them,
Yeah.
without a doubt, right?
Yeah.
And so you have to choose your environment. It's important.
And Rylan, are we crazy for starting here? We haven't even talked about sales yet.
Well, yeah, but it all starts in the energy, right?
Amen.
Yeah, I mean, we could have started this by going right into the buyer scripts, right into some role playing and things like that. But the thing is that when you call a buyer, they just know that you have this powerful presence, and that is 80% of the battle. It really is. And so we'll go over a lot of this stuff in the course throughout, because it's that energy you bring, that presence.
Yep.
People can hear it in your voice.
And what happens?
It's a very powerful thing.
What happens, Rylan, is confidence in real estate is perceived as competence. And your confidence increases when you work on you. So we've got to start by working on you a little bit so that you're getting moving forward, so that increases your odds of success.
So I got to share this with you guys too, right? I started, I've had my license in real estate since 2005, but I actually became an active real estate agent in January 2013, right? In 2014, we closed about 152 transactions. Now, the way we're structured, not all that will necessarily show up in my name because of our unique structure, how we have a partnership structure and things like that. But that's besides the point. We have a board, and it kind of shows exactly what our volume is for the last year. Now, if you go ask somebody, so basically that makes me a rookie, right? So I'm sitting in class, and different training classes, and they're asking me questions as if I kind of knew something about real estate. But the truth is, because I have the right mindset and I have the right confidence, people just assume. When I talk to buyers, right, they just assume that I've been in the business for 15 years. Yeah. They just assume it. Yeah. My favorite thing people tell me is I'm working with an agent, but he doesn't know half the stuff you know. I want to work with you, because but it's that confidence, it's that energy, it's that presence, and it doesn't matter if you're starting 6 months, 12 months. If you have the right mindset, people, you become a powerful force.
So what's an affirmation? Somebody give us theirs. Ted, you're on the spot. Tell us something that you want to happen this year.
200 grand.
So how do you say that as an affirmation?
That's what I'll make by the end of the year.
Okay, close. Say it like it's already happened.
Okay. So I made 200 grand this year.
Okay. So no, we're getting close. No, we're improving. Okay. In 2015, I made $200,000. Okay, that's very specific. If we say this year, your mind is kind of sitting there thinking, well, does that mean I made it by January of 2016? No, just say, in 2015, I made $200,000 my first year in real estate. It's a proclamation.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, I got a little tip that's worked for me, and I'm not saying this works for everybody. Because a lot of these concepts were well documented by Napoleon Hill back in the 1930s in Think and Grow Rich. If you in my inner circle, there's 12 millionaires that have a net worth over millionaires. The people that I spend most of the time with, they all attribute Think and Grow Rich to their success. I have not ever met a millionaire that says everybody goes back to that book. It's a powerful book. If you guys haven't read it, it's the first book that you want to put on your list. It's just very powerful stuff. There's another book called The Law of Success. So anyway, I used to do that where I'd say, okay, I will make $200,000 in 2015. So just as a little tip, and it's something to try out. Ted, get a calculator real quick. Divide 200,000 divided by 12. What is that a month?
I love it. Yep.
16,666.
16,666. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then divide that number by 4, the number of weeks. So it's about what, 4,000?
4,166.
166.
Mm-hmm.
So try adding to the affirmation. I am worth 16,000. Basically $16,700 a month.
Yep.
Right. Write that in your affirmations. In 2000, just put I am worth $16,700 a month. I am worth $4,200 a week. Those numbers are real. I learned from one of my mentors a little trick where, and I'll actually email it to you guys if you like. it's a little tracker, right? And every day of the month, I would put in, okay, I got a commission check for this amount of money. I'd put on there, and I would just keep recording all the money that kept coming in. And so it's one thing to say I'm going to make $200,000 a year, but it's a totally different thing to say, I'm worth $4,000 a week. That's real, right? That's holding yourself accountable. There's a power to getting down to the specific. So just a little tip: if you're putting down your affirmation, take it down to the month, take it down to the week.
Yeah. What do I got to do today?
There's a power in that. So anyway, and then put the I am. Anton has loved that he brought that up. The I am at the beginning, and change it to I am worth X amount. So anyway, just a couple of suggestions, and this is kind of a boot camp to get you guys up and running. So let's try this again. Maybe with some of these suggestions, and actually, I feel this is almost unfair, Anton. We have like
years of practice.
Yeah, you guys are getting like brainwashed left and right here. It's like crazy.
So Cameron, give us one of yours. What?
Hold on. Before we go to Cameron, let's get it this absolutely down with Ted first.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. So can you, based on all the conversation we're having, how would you restructure that affirmation? Because this is powerful stuff.
Well, it's now a threefold affirmation. So it's I will make $200,000 in 2015. I am worth 16,000, or I should just say 17. I'm worth $17,000 a month. I am worth $5,000 a week.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
And then tell us one about like your family or vacation or something else, because it doesn't have to be all about money too.
I am getting married in September.
Cameron, hook us up.
Yeah.
Hey, did you have that affirmation on your dating? You're like, I am getting married to this
Actually,
woman.
I just found out the exact date yesterday. Yeah.
I love it.
So I got I forge new relationships everywhere I go. That one for me, like I eventually someday want my business to basically just be something where I go out and live my life and socialize and do activities, and business just comes to me because of how I network.
Well, let's say that. All I do is socialize, and business comes to me.
All I do is socialize, and business comes to me. I like that one. I'm writing it down.
I love it. What else?
I exercise 2 hours a day for 5 days a week.
Woo!
It's a lot for me. And then I have my nightly and daily routines. I guess I should quantify that a little bit more. I have my nightly and daily routines on habit.
Awesome. Jason, are you? What do you got for us? What are your thoughts?
I don't know. Can you hear me yet?
Yes, sir.
Oh, now we can hear you.
Yeah.
It's live.
I know. I figured it out. So I don't want to piggyback or say anything that somebody else has said, but in short notice, yeah, I as Rylan knows, I have a goal of 100 homes this year. So I sold 100 homes in 2015. I provide value to all clients, and I am confident.
Love it. Good job.
Awesome.
Good job.
I love that. I am confident. That's a great affirmation. The laws of success in pulling a hill. Confidence is one of the laws, right? Confidence is absolutely necessary. Before you become a leader, you have to start with confidence. Why would anybody follow somebody that wasn't sure where they're going, right? Yeah. That confidence is absolutely critical because nobody's going to follow you. You're not going to make $1 million if nobody follows you.
Yeah.
If nobody follows you. It all starts with clarity and purpose and that absolute confidence. So I love that affirmation. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I have one more affirmation to add. Another affirmation I like to write down is something I learned recently is I am enough. I am enough.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Tell me more. What does that mean to you?
Well, I am enough means I don't need to do anything else to have an awesome life. You know, I don't need to exercise to have an awesome life, even though I do. Just in the skin that I'm in right now,
Yeah.
right? I'm absolutely enough. Those are three very powerful words. Just like I'm confident, I love those three words. I am enough. You know, it's amazing how powerful that is.